welcome to a new video. In this one, we'll have a look at how you can permanently remove users from having access to your Thrive Apprentice courses. Now, there are several methods you can use depending on what exactly you'd like to achieve. So you can use the first method that I'm going to be explaining in this video, in which you can manually remove access from a product. Then you can also permanently remove a user from WordPress, which means that their access to all of your Thrive Apprentice products will be revoked as well. And lastly, you can automate the entire process of revoking access to a product using Thrive Automator. So here's the first method in which you can manually remove access directly from Thrive Apprentice. So I'm here in my Thrive Apprentice main dashboard, and what I have to do next is access the members section of my left navigation bar. Now we do have a tutorial about how to navigate this section, so make sure to check that out as well if you want to learn more about this topic. Alright, so here you have a list of all the members that you have in your online school. So what you can do is either scroll through this list. I only have 3 members at the moment, but you might have more. So you can scroll through this list or just use the filtering options from here, or even look up the member using the search bar available here. So when you find the member, click on the name and then you will access this new dashboard. Now the next step is clicking here on Edit Access Rights. This will open this pop-up, and this is a list of all the products to which the member has access. You can simply remove the access by hovering over the product from which you want to remove the access. This list might be longer if the user has access to several of your Thrive Apprentice products. In this case, this is the only course or product to which this user has access to. So if I want to remove it, I'm just gonna hover over this product and click on this trash icon that shows up. Then you'll be asked if you are sure of your decision, and if so, click on Yes, Delete. Then click on Close, and that's pretty much it. The access has been removed, and this is a manual way of removing access from a Thrive Apprentice product. And this method also works if you want to grant access to a product, not just revoke it. So as you can see, the member has been removed from my Thrive Apprentice members list because that member only had access to one of my Thrive Apprentice products. So given the fact that the member does not have any access at the moment, it will not show up in my members list. However, if I have a member with several accesses to several Thrive Apprentice products, and I decide to remove the access just from one of those products, for example this one, then the product of course will not show up here in the courses list anymore, but the member will still appear in my members list because that member still has access to 2 other courses. Now the second method of removing access is from the users section of WordPress. However, keep in mind that besides revoking the access to all of my Thrive Apprentice courses, this user will also be permanently removed from the WordPress website. So for that, I'm going to access the user section of my left navigation bar, look for the user that I want to remove, hover over the name and click on Delete. I'm going to have to also confirm the deletion of the user. And now if I go back in my Thrive Apprentice member section, the user will not show up, even though that user had still access to 2 of my Thrive Apprentice courses. And then as a last method, you can revoke access to courses with the help of Thrive Automator. So let's access the Thrive Automator plugin from the Thrive dashboard and create a new automation. So what we will be doing now is basically automating the entire process, meaning that you will set this up only once and then the plugin will run it for you and do the action of revoking access on your behalf. So every automation is fired by a start trigger, and in this case I'm gonna select the one listed under the apprentice card, and it's gonna be this one: user receives access to a product. And then you can pick a condition if you want. So let's just say I want to create an automation that starts when someone is granted access to a specific product. So I can basically narrow down the products that come into this automation. Now let's click on Done and proceed with adding a new action in the form of a delay. So let's say a 7 days delay will be added to my automation. So when someone is given access to this product that I've selected right here, they will have 7 days to go through this course, and then the access will be revoked based on the last and final action that I'm going to be adding here, which is this one: removing access from the product. Now here I'm going to have to select the same product that I've added here in my first action, contemporary art, and then click on Done. So now we have this automation that will grant access and remove access to one of my Thrive Apprentice products as I've set it up here in this time span of 7 days. Now finally, don't forget to activate your automation and then save and finish your work. So these are the ways in which you can remove members or just revoke their access from one of your Thrive Apprentice products. I hope you found this tutorial useful, but don't hesitate to check out our knowledge base for more tutorials of this type.